Hey everybody, what's going on? I am doing a shift today. It's a short one, 5 to 8. It's a Saturday and I had something else to do today and I wanted to rest. So I'm only working 3 hours today and probably 4 hours tomorrow. But this week and actually the last couple of weeks, I'm in Florida and we just went through the whole hurricane ordeal. And that really affected this business. For one, the store's inventory were extremely low up until like yesterday, and that storm was like 2 weeks ago. So it really impacted the store's ability to maintain a decent amount of inventory, which slowed down the shopping considerably. And so Instacart for the last couple of weeks has been, I won't say, at least not for me, it hasn't been slow like I've been sitting at home, but it has been slow like I have time in between my orders to make a video, okay? So whereas normally there is no time, like you do one order and you get the next order immediately. So it's been a little bit slower than usual, but for me at least, it hasn't been like I've been sitting at home like I can't pay my bills this, I can't pay my bills this week. Like, hasn't been that slow. But anyway, I do have some time in between, and I may get an order while I'm talking to you. But I want to talk today about metrics. All right, you hear a lot about metrics, and metrics are just a way of, I guess, quantifying effective service, okay, for shoppers. And so these are different benchmarks, I guess, that Instacart uses in order to gauge where you are as a shopper. Now, how important are these metrics? I don't know. I'll go over that as I go through each one. But on your app, there's a little section called How Am I Doing? And if you click on that section, you'll find a list of all the metrics. All right. So the very first one that you'll see is going to be your speed. All right. Now, how important is speed? Well, speed obviously is going to determine how many orders you can complete in one shift. So you can't get another. It's not like Uber where on your way to one person they can give you another one. They don't do that with Instacart. So you cannot receive your next order until after you have marked your order complete. All right. So in that regard, you want to be, I won't say necessarily fast, but you want to be efficient in your time, because the sooner you can complete one order, the sooner you can get another order and get paid again. All right. So in that regard, speed is important, because you want to be efficient. I just got one. You want to be, let me see what it is. Oh no, first of all, is that my least favorite store? I'm sitting at the Publix parking lot and they are sending me somewhere different. I was hoping for a quick and easy shift. This is going to take me all the way across town. I have a choice. I could skip it and get back on, or I could take a 20-minute break and use up 20 minutes of my time. I don't know. I'm just gonna go do it because I'm working, I'm on shift. Do I want to drive all the way across town? No, but I'm only doing 3 hours today, so by the time I do this one, my shift will be over. Well, it'll be almost over. Okay, so I shopped that order and now I'm headed to drop it off. I actually ended up shopping it at the store that I was at, so that means now I have a really long drive to drop it off. But anyway, I was talking about metrics, all right, the speed metric. When I took my onboarding, they told me that a good goal to shoot for was under 100 seconds per item. Now, your speed metric is made up of two things. Number one, how long it takes you to select the items, and number two, how long it takes you to go through the checkout process. But on my previous video, I told you guys that you don't have to wait on that checkout process, that you can just hit all the green buttons until you finish with that. So under 100, I know when I first started, my very first week, like when they sent me the little report at the end of the week about how you did the week before, I think I was either last or second to last. Like I was at the bottom, okay, and I was not happy. But when you're new, that is to be expected, because you're kind of getting used to everything. You're getting used to the stores, you're getting used to using the app, you're getting used to communicating with the customer while you're shopping. So there is a little bit of a learning curve, but I will tell you that if you have a really slow shopping time at the beginning, don't worry about that, because your speed, I guarantee you, will get faster. Right now, as of today, my shopping speed is 75 seconds. My zone average, I don't know it offhand, but it's probably somewhere around 86 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm a little bit faster than the average. Now, pre-hurricane, sorry about all the shaking, guys, but I want to get this video done. My pre-hurricane speed was closer to 65 seconds, but I had that week after the hurricane, and the week before the hurricane, and the week of the hurricane, because there was a lot of communicating back and forth, I had some really, really slow times, okay? Okay, I'm taking too much time on speed. So that's your speed. Don't worry about it. It'll get better. It'll get faster. You won't get fired for having a slow speed, okay? Instacart, because of the lawsuit, they now have to have more specific guidelines about what can get you deactivated, which to me should be common sense. Like Uber, you know when you start driving Uber, if your rating goes below 4.6, that there's going to be some corrective action. But up until recently, Instacart didn't have any such standard. Now they have released some standards and some things that can get you deactivated, and speed was not one of them. I think being late was one of them, but there's a difference between your shopping speed and being late, all right? If you are late for deliveries, okay, I guess too much, that is grounds for deactivation. But again, they didn't say how many times you have to be late or whatever, which to me makes no sense, because it's still very subjective. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So your speed, all right? Your next metric is that I want to talk about is going to be your, I'll say your rating. So once you finish your order and you mark it delivered, your customer will receive, hey, look at my GPS, your customer will receive a push notification and an email that will allow them to give you a tip and to rate you from 1 to 5 stars, okay? Just based on my experience, most people are going to give you 5 stars, and there may be a couple every week that give you 4 stars, okay? But you should be able to maintain a pretty decent rating. It should consistently be at least a 4.8, all right? It's pretty easy. You know, people just want, you know, they just want their groceries, okay? And as long as you can do that, and you know, you can communicate communicate with the customer, you're presenting yourself well, you're interacting with the customer when you drop it off, you should be okay. Now, Instacart does offer a 5-star bonus. If you are in the top 25% of your region, I have no idea what constitutes a region because they never said it. But if you're in the top 25% of your region, not with your speed. When I first started, I thought it was the speed, but it's not your speed. It's with your rating, okay? Then you will receive a $100 bonus. I have received the bonus twice, so it is real, okay? One time when I received it, I had like a 4.97 for the week, and another time I received it, I had a 5.0 for the week. And this week I'm on track to get it again, as long as I have good deliveries today and tomorrow, because my rating right now as it stands is at a 5.0. What else about the rating? There was something else I wanted to tell you guys about the rating. I don't know, but anyway, that's that. Another metric that they have is going to be your customer feedback. All right, the customer feedback is where the customer is able to say whether their items were damaged, whether their items were missing, or whether your service was poor. Now, I don't know if they have any other options. Those are the only ones I've ever seen. I have had people say items were damaged. I have had people say items were missing. In some cases, maybe like once the item was really missing because I forgot it in my trunk. And but sometimes you have no idea what the customer's talking about, okay? So does it look nice when you have 100% customer feedback on your app? When you go to your How Am I Doing section, it looks great, it's wonderful. I love to see that. I have 100% right now, but that week of the hurricane, I got down to like 87% because it was just crazy. All right, now how does this affect your standing with Instacart? According to Instacart, and I've never communicated with them about it because I don't really pay any attention, but according to Instacart, that's just a way for customers to share how their experience was, but it doesn't, according to Instacart, it doesn't affect your standing with them. Sometimes people will be like, oh, they'll email customer happiness about it, about, you know, they said the item was missing and it wasn't missing. Customer happiness, I'm sorry, they changed the name, community happiness. They don't care, all right? So save your time. Don't be emailing them about everything because they really don't care, and there's really nothing that they can do about it or nothing that they're going to do about it. All right, so don't worry about it, okay? What else do they have on there? They have an acceptance rating on there. This is important if you live in a zone that has hourly guarantee, because you have to maintain at least an 80% acceptance rating of all the batches that you are offered in order to get your hourly guarantee if you qualify for it. Now, if you don't have hourly guarantee in your zone, I don't know if the acceptance rating means much. Okay, it was my understanding that it was implemented simply so that people are not skipping batches and still getting paid their hourly guarantee. So but anyway, if you're going to be working, you want to accept the majority of the orders, so at least try to maintain at least an 80%. Are there any other metrics that I forgot? I don't think so. I think that was all of them. You got your speed, you got your customer feedback, you got your rating. Oh, reliability incidents. That's one. That one is important as well. So if you put yourself on the schedule, they expect that you work, obviously, and they give you you can change your schedule up to 6 hours before the start of your shift without any penalty, okay? Which I think is pretty fair and pretty reasonable. It used to be, when I first started, it was 24 hours. So you had it was a 24 hours and you couldn't change your shift, but now they've lowered it to 6 hours, which I think is great because that really helps me. And a lot of times I will change it within 6 hours. Okay. So now if you sign up to work hours and you do not work them, then you'll get what's called a reliability incident. All right. Or if they send you a batch and you don't accept it, they will boot you off shift and you will receive a reliability incident. If they boot you off shift and you get back on shift within 2 hours and within 2 hours of the end of your shift, then the reliability incident will be removed. If you do not get back on shift, the reliability incident will stand. Okay? So let me make that clear. If you get booted off for not accepting a batch, you can get back on within 2 hours of your shift, as long as you still have 2 hours left in your shift. Okay? You can still get back on. The reliability incident will be removed. You can accrue 4 reliability incidents without any penalty. On your 5th reliability incident, they will restrict your ability to get hours, and you will only be able to select hours the day before you want to work the shift. Okay? Again, I think, the reliability incidents drop off after 30 working days. When I started, I thought it was 30 days, but it's not. It's 30 days that you actually work. Okay? So if you're only working part-time and you don't work every day, it can take quite a while for your reliability incidents to drop off. If you work every day though, or just about every day, then the reliability incidents will drop off fairly quickly. So if you get some and you want them to drop off, the only way for you to get them to drop off is to work more days. And even if you just work 2 hours, that counts as a day. So if you want to get those off, that's just something to think about. Just work for 2 hours, and then that day counts towards your 30 days to get those reliability incidents removed. I wasn't able to do this video like I wanted because I'm kind of in the middle of something, but hopefully it wasn't too shaky because I'm driving, and hopefully you understand what I was trying to say, and I covered the material sufficiently. So that's it for now. I'm going to drop off this last order. I still have a little less than an hour left on my shift, and I don't know, I might get another one, I might not. Anyway, have a good day. Talk to you guys later on.